Hello everyone, welcome to Leoguidance time if this is your first time, and welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. It's always lovely to have you here. So today's pick a card reading is going to be about how do you affect others. I'm quite excited for this reading, and I'll be using three different tarot decks for three groups separately. So let me introduce you to the piles. So group number one is going to be here represented with this Santa Morte tarot deck, and here's the box if it helps you to also like choose. And I ask spirit for each group to give one card for you collective to select your group better. So for the group number one, we have the King of Swords in here. And for group number two, we are going to be using my forever favorite Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot deck here with its box. And for the representative card, yours is King of Pentacles in here. And for group number three, we have my new favorite, the Star Child Tarot cards in here with the box. And your representative card is a Four of Cups in here with this beautiful lady. And such a beautiful cat as well. So these are your groups. Please take your time, do your selection in whichever way is possible and the best for you. You can close your eyes, meditate on it, open it, feel drawn to one group. You can feel drawn to the numbers. You can feel drawn to the timestamps. I even heard recently when I was listening one of the picky cards about like the number generator. So whichever way is just like feeling better for you, please do that. So I'm so excited to get into the reading, and I'll be seeing you in your pile, and you're going to find the timestamps in the description box below. Hello group number one, if you have chosen the Santa Morte tarot deck with the King of Swords on top of it, this is going to be a reading. So let's dive into your reading. We are going to put the King of Swords in here, and we can start by saying that well, I'm picking up an energy that you don't have to be, well, this is like a king and there's a mustache in here. So that's why I want to say that like you don't have to be a male figure or identify as a male in here. However, there's some energy of like you just exude authority. Maybe you're in an authoritative position. Maybe you're leading others. And even if you're not doing that, your energy demands authority. Your energy demands sovereignty. And there's also something about your words. I feel like you might be quite poetic about your words. You don't have to be so like a dictator kind of like a way in order to be that authoritative. I feel like you are extremely smart. People perceive you as extremely smart, and they trust your words, and sometimes they might have a little bit of a harder time to follow what you're saying. It's not because of you, it's just because how your brain works, because you can easily be able to connect the dots in between very seemingly different places or stuff, like very compartmentalized brain structure, let's say. Mostly women resonate with it, like being a multitasker compared to, let's say, in average men. Like usually we see it in the men that they can't be able to follow multiple conversations at the same time versus women. Sorry, just wanted to just make it a little bit clear. But in here I'm just seeing that kind of like an energy that how do you affect others is that first of all you demand respect. You demand that kind of like authority without even doing anything, and you open up people's minds as what I want to say with your words, with the things that you're saying, how you're talking, how you're thinking. It is different. It is different with you. Like people feel this energy in the most beautiful way possible. And also if you like dresses, summer dresses, if it's around the summertime and wherever you're living at this time, well, people also love how you dress. Maybe like wearing a dress is something specific as well. Well, if you're a man, maybe there's something around like the suits or the jackets, shirts, something you're wearing around that part. Can you see with the Five of Cups under the bottom of that there is this kind of like a labyrinth? basically represented on his skull. It's like how you're thinking, like you open up people's minds. How do you affect others is that you let people to see other possibilities that they were be aware of before talking and interacting with you. And let me say that you bring balance into other people's lives. I was just like drawn to the word imbalance in here. Beautiful mind and body. People might perceive you as you have such a beautiful mind and body as well. People feel also like you are such an open person. You're such like, they might not be able to say that you're such an open channel, you know, for the spirit, but you are. I don't like pick up this much of like easy energies when I'm reading from the groups usually. You're very easy to talk to. How you affect others is that basically people feel so much at ease with you. It's so easy to open up to you. It's so easy to talk with you. And then people also feel like you're a little bit closed off in a way that like they really open up to you this easily and they really feel safe with you. But they also pick up an energy that you don't do the same as easily. Like it requires some effort getting used to and some boundaries like criterias that you have that you do not show it off that like right to someone's face, but they are there. So people feel that in order to be around your circle, in your circle, or just stay in your circle, it requires a constant effort, but not in like a demanding way. It's like you know your boundaries, you know where you what are you going to accept, and you even know where you want to go, so you're not going to waste your time, if that makes sense. So this is the respectful energy that I have been picking up probably. So how does good number one affect other spirit? I'm hearing the beautiful again. How do you affect others? And people feel that some people might see you as naive. I don't know why. But also people see that you bring beauty to everything you touch, you see, and then you see everything with the eyes of a beauty as well. Like you see all the beautiful details. Whenever you just like prepare something for others, it's so beautiful. You put attention to the details. Maybe your home is so beautiful. Maybe your clothes are very neatly picked. Maybe like all the details that you have, you know, like might be your makeup, your clothes very nicely ironed up, the color combinations, whatever you're wearing, your shoes are always in it, your nails look nice, whatever is that, it is very nice. It is very fresh with you. The people like it. People like to look at it. We have Three of Cups. People love to spend time around you. Like either some people might just tell you that you're life of the party, but what I'm picking mostly is that people love that energy when they are around you, when they're with you. And you might not be the most loudest, and you might not even be the life of the party, but you're definitely the person that brings the joy in the conversations, that bring the joy in the environment. Like your presence speaks, and when you leave it is very prominent, it is understood. Like when you're not there, you're the deprivation of your energy speaks, if that makes any kind of sense. It is the same guy in here, right? Look at the mustache in here, and then this is here. He's very respectful. He's very respect demanding in here, versus in here he's just the life of the party. So it's like you have multiple different facets, and people love to be around you. And I feel like these are the females, and his is the male. So I feel like opposite sex are extremely drawn to you as well. You can find a beauty in many and everything nearly, that the people are drawn into that energy. And also people feel that you can get on well easily with multiple different types of people, with multiple different backgrounds. Like you're a perfect mediator in here. Libra might be quite dominant in your chart as well, if it's not in any of the big three, sun, moon, or rising, or even in a Cancer. And we had a Hierophant. People, how do you affect others is with this knowledge thing. Like, you know stuff. And people might just say, like, well, they know stuff. They have experience. Like, I do trust them, literally. And it is the energy of, I was just picking up upon, like, you open up people's minds. And this is that energy. Like, you might love speaking, you might love sharing your experiences, you might love helping people, you might have this desire within you to share what you know, you might have this desire to learn more and more and more, and it never stops. And well, there's this energy of like you can easily lead others if you're not already doing that. So, and also there might be like some book inside you that's waiting to be written if you have been already thinking about that, or maybe you already started, or you already just wrote something. So this might be a sign for you right now that people might really benefit from it. But how do you affect others is that like it's the leader, like in this very spiritual context, it's like a spiritual leader kind of an energy. You're here and meant to help others and guide others. Let me tell you that, with your experiences, with the things that you know, with the things that is very passionate within your soul that you want to you want to share, because they're meant to be shared. And we have the Ace of Wands. Oh God, like you inspire people. You inspire people just by being you. You inspire people by just entering into the room. You open up people's minds. Can you see the skull with all the flowers and with all the red background color in here? Like people, you ground people if they're extremely emotional, if they are always thinking, if they're in their head, whatever situation that they are going through, if they're anxious, like to like go into the specifics, once they talk with you, first of all, they always feel grounded, and second of all, they always feel inspired. And also, how the affects others is that you give other people confidence. Like they feel a lot more confident after talking with you compared to the version of themselves before talking with you, if I made it clear enough. It's like all the worries and all the overthinking on their mind is just like leaving them, like with this like I don't know its name in English, with this like a bug thing in here. It's just leaving. You ease up people's minds. They appreciate you, and then there's all the most beautiful, like there's beautiful emotions that you're awakening within people. This very calm energy. I can't help but like feeling drawn to all this like bluish colors and all the three cards as well. As you can see, it is this blue color of like a blue color is the like a third chakra energy with our throat. Archangel Gabriel has resonated with it, and the grounding energy with Archangel Michael. So your words calms people is what I'm picking up on in here. I love this. Let's get some archetype cards for you, oracle cards. How does group number one affect other spirit? How does group number one affect others? Okay, we have mediator. I have not used this word, maybe exactly. I was like, you might be, you can get along with anyone from every different background, etc. I was just mentioning with Three of Cups. This mediator is what I have been thinking. Light attribute is the gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life, with respect for both sides of an argument. People trust you. This is this respectful energy. Like people are respecting you, and they see you as this natural authoritative leader that you are with the best way possible. It's just because they trust you. They trust your fairness. They know that you're always fair. You always consider all the sides, and you do not pick up the sides. Like this is an extremely trusting energy that the people have, that faith in you, and also they have the faith in you. Besides the fact that they see you as an extremely intellectual person, that you can compartmentalize the information and utilize even the so seemingly useless information or the irrelevant information for a topic that might not seem to have any relevance to it, but in any ways, like I'm getting lost in my thoughts, I'm sorry. Both in the personal and the professional life, there is just like a respect for you, both from the people in your personal life, the friends, family, even acquaintances or the strangers. There is just like a first aura of like demanding respect in the most beautiful way possible, without even doing anything. And people see, if you're not in a leadership position, people see that you're meant for it. And some people at work especially might even think that, why are you not asking for more? And this is not even a promotion I'm talking about. Like, why aren't you asking for a different role? Because you will be extremely suited for it. And we have the prostitute. Let's explain the card. So they said that accentuate the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. I will read it again. Accentuates the challenge of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit. People see you as someone. Some people might perceive you as an extremely lucky person. The others knows that this is like how you use your intellect and how you use your words. Literally, this negotiating without negotiating the power of your spirit is like literally not selling your soul and still getting what you want at the end. You're an extremely intelligent person, and people want to know how you do the stuff you do. People want to know, like, how did you get out of those situations that was extremely challenging. This might be at work, or they might even want to know, how do you solve specific situations, whether it's regards to your studies or your work, or like this might be about like your like a specific challenges that you've gone through in life, like some personal challenges. So people see you as an ever survivor, and you never give up. You always just like get out, like get out, I mean like get up, uh, even at this most seemingly harshest situations in life. You always get up, and you are an inspiration to the people for doing that. So group number one, I love this energy. Let's get one last card about how do you affect others. How does group number one affect others? Whoops. We have forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. People see you as an extremely forgiving person, extremely open, also extremely creative, extremely connected to the divine. People see you as such a kind and gentle soul. And also in your presence, people feel like not judged, like they can share anything, they can they can tell you anything. Maybe some people so easily open up to you, literally. It's just because your energy feels very safe to do that. So I want to get one last card for you from here. Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. This creativity, have I mentioned? I should have mentioned. I was thinking about that. Yeah. People see you as an extremely creative person. Like, you're meant to create stuff. Like, people, you affect others in a way that, like, you show them outside of the box, all the different possibilities with your words and with the things that you create. And also people see you as an extremely creative source as well, extremely creative person. And being around you and being exposed to your energy, your environment, anything you create, this might even be your house, it is very much like a different world and different kind of like an energy for them. And people love to be around you, let me tell you that. Like, they can't kind of get enough of your energy, group number one. But these are all the messages I got for you. I hope the reading was helpful. I hope it was resonating. This was a little bit of a shorter side from my standards, what I usually do, but I hope that this was like quite a cheerful reading for you that helps you. If you like the reading, please give it a thumbs up. I really do enjoy seeing that you're connecting with me like that. If you're not subscribed yet, please do consider that. And if you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can find the details in the description box below. But I'm wishing you an amazing rest of your week. Hope to see you next time. Until then, take care and bye bye. Hello, group number two. Welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the Radiant by Spirit Tarot deck and with this King of Pentacles on it, then this is going to be your reading. I'm so excited. Let's dive deeper into your reading already about how do you affect others. And we can definitely start with this card that you have chosen it with the King of Pentacles. It's more or less the same kind of like a king vibe energy. If you have been slightly drawn to group number one, I'm not sure if the readings are gonna resonate, but what I'm picking with this King of Pentacles is that it's a more calming energy. So group number one was a little bit more intellectual energy, but with you I feel like you might be already well established. If you are not already yet, how do you affect others is that like basically people see you as a powerhouse in a way that you're very financially well off. If you're not where you want to be yet, if this is the case, then will people still perceive you as such? Like whether it's about what you do, your position, your house, your clothes, what you drive, like you give off this energy extremely like contented with their life and like likes where they at. Well, you might not be so much, but people still see you as like they might like to switch places as. And also, if you are like quite already like a well off, people pick up that energy or people see that one as well. When it comes to how do you affect others, is that you just brought up this kind of like a stability within people. Some some people might see that after talking with you, after seeing you even from afar, or after interacting with you, they're like, well, like some things are possible, you know. I might get there. I might be able to do that. I might want that too. So you give people that kind of like nearly an permission to ask for more, if that makes sense in here. And also for some of you might be also helping others, like financially or some kind of like advice, but these are all about like more to the physical level. So I'm not talking about like some spiritual advice or like a mental health advice. These are more so that like you might literally be helping someone to apply for a position. You might literally be helping someone with like, well, um, cover letters, motivations, whatever it is that you might be helping someone to apply for studies. You might be helping someone financially. You might be helping someone to apply for the loans. You might be helping someone in their legal issues. You might be working at a bank. You might be a lawyer, like anything around those lines. Some of you might be working at a healthcare, but in any ways you're helping people. People either see that, know that, or feel that, and you're very stable and established. Some people also think that you might not be doing something exactly quite fulfilling you, but you can do or achieve anything and everything. You might just awaken some kind of like a conflict in different kinds of people as well. Like, and I don't think that you're doing anything. It's like your energy, it just speaks for itself. And I don't think that you're involved in it. I don't pick up that energy as if like you're involved in it at all with the Hermit in reverse. Like after you state your opinion or you removed yourself from some place or you remove your support, people might be feeling conflicted. People might struggle. How does group number two affect other spirits? How does group number two affect others? Let's see here. We have Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This is extremely interesting with the King of Pentacles and this Five of Wands side. So I told you that like once you remove your support, people might be feeling conflicted with the Eight of Swords in reverse in here. Can you clarify the Ace of Pentacles? Let me see. How do you affect others? Like you are selective towards who you're going to give your resources to. You don't just like give off the help so freely. Oh my god, the Ace of Pentacles is clarified with the Ace of Cups in reverse. Some people, this is like, okay, how do you affect them is that once you remove your resources, you also like remove some kind of like emotional fulfillment or some kind of like a stability from them that affects them emotionally in a downwards position. For some people, you might be, I'll get one more clarity here. This might be people from your past, or let me see. Can we clarify like this combination of two different aces? Can we clarify the combination of two different aces? The Ten of Cups in here. How do you affect others? This is extremely interesting with the Five of Pentacles in reverse and the Sun. And the Three of Wands in reverse. I'm really trying to also like get away from my logical mind a little bit in here because, well, there might be some people from your past that feels this kind of like a little bit of like a resentful energy when it comes to whatever you have been loving them towards an access, as an access towards you, once you had a good time, versus like what happened after you remove that energy in here as well. Why do we have the Ten of Cups clarifying them? Same kind of cards. Some people might be thinking that whatever you're like offering them, well, how do you affect others is that the things that you're offering might be temporary things also. It might not be so long-term things. And whatever you're offering as like a one-time solutions, it might be extremely helpful for people that even that one time could just go into lengths. Because, well, it seems like you might, how do you affect others is that like when someone is going in a negative situation and also like financially or anything around there like a physical resources, this might be work, health, finances, anything, when they're going down, and also this affects their emotions, like whatever you're offering them, how are you affecting them is that basically showing some kind of like ultimate fulfillment with the things that you're offering to the people. I just keep saying offering to the people. Interesting. I'll just put them back into the cards, but you might be working with someone, I don't know, you might be in a position to help someone, you might be doing literally some like in the bank, like law, insurance, anything, but like it's in a way that it really does help people. It really does help people. Interesting. How does group number 2 affect other spirits? How does group number 2 affect others? Four of Swords in reverse. You might be a very practical person in here. For some people, they might see you as a little bit of a withdrawn person. How do you affect others? In a way that you're not everyone's cup of tea, but you might not even like needed to hear this. What I pick up? Knight of Cups. It's like you just like come out from nowhere when people feel like hopeless, and then you show them something. You give them hope, and it's more than something and more than hope, because it turns into something tangible quite fast. Really quite fast. What is that you're just offering to the people? I'm so sorry for being this vague. What are you doing, group number 2? Like, I would really love to know if you want to share somehow in the comments. What's that Knight of Cups is for? What are you doing? Sun. Like, I keep seeing the sun under the bottom of the deck. You're giving this ultimate happiness, fulfillment. You see all these reversal cards, and the clarifying cards are all the positive cards. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Wands. Like, you help people to get recognized in some shape or form in here. Like, you literally give them an opportunity to shine, to be themselves back again, to follow their hearts. I don't know if you're working also with like unemployment, anything. But like whatever you're doing, it might be considered as quite a practical thing. However, like how you approach the situation, your personality, what you care about, it just makes all you, and it just turns it into a very helpful occasion for the people. Like people are very grateful for you, that I just feel. You just want to make the best out of it, even if you might not be happy with what you're doing, or you might want to have more power, the position over it. People are very grateful for you. How do you affect others? Like the Queen of Wands. This is that authoritative energy. You have your authority. People see that authority, and you also help others to like gain more confidence with the things that you are offering towards them. You might had a very specific thing on your mind when you were tapping into this reading. Also group number 2, because I'm not picking up so general energies, but like I'm picking up very specific things in here under nearly, like I feel like I'm narrowing down, zooming in on one specific area of your life here. Queen of Pentacles. You share resources, you help others, you thrive from it. You want to help people, you want to nurture people with the extra resources that you have, and you just like give it to them. You bring nurturing, you bring abundance. And also in here, there's this like extra confidence that you're providing to the other people. Also, people see you as such a confident person with lots of resources to be able to like share in a very grounded way, let's say. It feels like you help type of people who were a little bit like stuck about leaving a situation behind. Who do you help? Who does group number 2 help? Who does group number 2 help? Does this make sense for them already? Who does group number 2 help? The people who are a little bit new, the people who are not sure if they can take an action or not, the people who might be under a little bit of injustice, the people who might want to recover from some kind of like addictions or not feeling fully ready to get out of their unhealthy habits. This might be anything basically. It doesn't have to be so harmful. It might be, or it might be a little bit of the mental state as well, or they may not be feeling so secure in where they are in life. So it feels like you're helping them to bring some kind of like a justice, and it feels like this happening towards work. Literally with this judgment, you might be the person who is in a position to make that kind of like a decision and a judgment call as well. You might be helping to also proceed with the delayed decisions. You might also have you might also be in a position to decide what is to not progress, what's to be put on delay, what kind of additional information to ask for. This is very specific. I'm sorry, like this is gonna resonate with you if it does, and maybe I feel like there might be some of you coming from maybe other groups, because you might have now a specific area of your life that you wanted to know as well. How does group number 2 affects others? Can we get more general information too? How does group number 2 affects others, Spirit? How does group number 2 affects others? Thank you. Oh, we had 2 cards. We had a lover, and we had the child nature. So the lover says that the light attribute, great passion and devotion, unbridled appreciation of someone or something. People really appreciate you. People really appreciate you. Like, I can't emphasize enough how much you're helping others. And this is not only the people that you know, it's mostly the people that you don't know, I feel. And people also feel that you have great passion towards uh, the cause that you are, I literally want to say, fighting for, or the cause that you want to bring fairness towards. You really just like collect a lot of positive karma and gratitude from all around people. I have to say that this is such a positive energy. Group number 2, wow. And the child nature, it says our friendships with animals, communication with nature, spirits. People see you as an extremely wise and a gentle soul, and you have this grounded energy. People can see that. People can feel that. People feel that you are also like a very maybe like a reserved person, or people might think that you might love your alone time as well. uh, and see you as such a nurturing person, because like you really love to help others, and people see you as that fair person again and here too. And it's just that like you bring up that kind of like a safety feeling within others, that they can trust you, you know. They can trust you and they can trust your decisions. This is such a beautiful thing to have as an impact on other people. And when I was shuffling, you might have seen this one just like pop up as service. I feel good when I can help others. This is exactly what I've been talking about, and I'm just like here, kind of questioning myself, like, am I tapping into the energies that's like resonating or not? You are literally in service of people, and people love that. People feel extreme appreciation for you, and they really trust your decisions. They really feel safe, even if they come to you in a way that like they're really like a bit hopeless. They do not know where to go, how to proceed, and they start feeling safe already starting the interactions with you. You give people hope by doing a specific service for them. Can we get one last card about how this group number to impact others? We had it for group number 1 too. You might be coming from there. Imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Well, you might be literally like showing others the other possibilities that they might be missing. And yeah, I just want to say that the other very general interpretation would have been that you're inspiring people. You might be giving them some growth opportunities as well. I said loss. I promise it's loss, but I just want to clarify the imagination a little bit. Doubt. I really need to know all the answers. Okay, like with this imagination card in here, as your last card, as I promised with the doubt, it's that you're showing people that not everything is as it seems. It's not as narrow. They might be overthinking, they might be doubting stuff, but there's always a solution. There are always other possibilities, as I was just mentioning in here before. You're literally a bright light and a hope in people's lives, the strangers' lives, that I want to say, with the service that you're offering and providing. This is amazing. But group number 2, I hope that this reading was helpful. I hope that it was just resonating with you and brought some kind of like brightness into your day. If you like the reading, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate seeing that you resonate with me. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, well, if you want to see more content like this, you're always welcome to join. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can find the details in the description box below. But I'm sending you lots of love and wishing you an amazing rest of your day. Hope to see you next time. Until then, take care and bye-bye. Hello group number 3, welcome to your reading. So if you have chosen this beautiful The Star Child tarot deck with this 4 of Cups on as a representation card, then this is going to be your group. So let's get into your reading. I'm quite excited about it and using this deck too. What I've been feeling is that take it if it resonates, but right off the bat, I feel like you make people feel understood in a way that you make people feel that they're not alone. Whether this is towards their experiences, thoughts, anything, you just make people feel understood. And with this 4 of Cups in here, like, there is something mysterious about you. There is something a little bit alluring about you. You might exude this kind of like a bit like a mermaid energy, or like a whirly energy in here. And people are very drawn to your beauty as well. It's like a very plain beauty. And I'm saying it in the most beautiful way possible. Like, it's a natural beauty. You don't need to do anything extra, you know. No fancy products, no fancy clothes, no kind of fancy makeup. You are beautiful, and naturally beautiful as you are. So your beauty is captivating others, and it's bringing serenity, if I pronounce it correctly as well. Let's dive deeper into your energy. How does group number 3 impact and affect others? group numbers reflect other spirits? What does group numbers reflect others? We have the oppression. It's like behind the veil, kind of like an energy in here with this like a person, with this figure with the veil. It's like, how do you affect others is that first of all, you might be the most gentle. I feel like you're one of the most gentle souls that I might I might have met if we would have met. Um, despite of that fact, you might have very polarizing energies just because you might be like literally like a mirror to the people's souls. It just gives me the I forgot, you might know, like in Egypt, you know, the weight of the feather, this god that just like decides on your faith, depending on your sins versus your good deeds. So it feels like that, like you have such strong spiritual guides around you. People feel that there's that serene energy. On the top of that, you are the perfect mirror to the people's souls in a way that the people who does not have the best intentions or the best thoughts about themselves or around other people, they might not like you. It's just because they are seeing themselves by looking at you. It's not because you're doing anything, no. It's just your purity just reflects back all the things they don't want to see about themselves, is what I'm picking up here, to be honest. And like this is literally your energy, and this might be the doing of your guides as well in here. It's like you make people revisit their actions. Like if someone does you wrong, you might not know how it turns out, but it always comes back to them in very different shades or forms, and it always comes back to you in a way that they might recognize even after years, that oh my god, I should not have treated group number 3 this way. And whomever made you dirty, whomever hurt you, when they were in knowing that they are doing that, they always think about it even years after and regrets that. Not because I just have to add that, not because the purity of their hearts, it's just because like something is coming within them. I'm sorry. Yes, sorry. Not because the purity of their hearts, but it's just because like something literally reminds them that this kind of thing happened. They treated someone like you in this way, and they are feeling regretful towards it. Yes. Oof. Sorry, I have a cute visitor here. I'm babysitting a very cute cat, and now she's activated. Oh, she wants to play with some of the stones in here. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Let's get some more cards about how does group number 3 affect others. How does group number 3 affect others, correct? How does group number 3 affect others? This is a very, very, oh my god, spiritually aligned pile. Group number 3. This is many, many cards in here. I'll put them back. We have the Magician. I'll take this one. We have 2 major arcanas in here. It's like you're well, people first of all just recognize how creative and resourceful person you are. If there are some people who know you from the past, you might have gone through big transitions, like as a personality, as a place that you live, like the mental state, the things that you're doing right now, your financial situation. There are like a big changes in here. So people might be just like recognizing that, wow, like this is such like 180-degree difference, and people might be wondering how you have achieved all the things that you have achieved so far. And it's amazing, and you might be making people also feel that, well, if they can do that, well, probably that's something possible, I can do that too. So you're just showing people all that kind of like a possibilities. And I have been like saying that in all the group number 1 and 2 as well, but it's all in a little bit of different ways. Can we clarify this magician energy too? Maybe you're also, if you are showing people to use some different tools. So with the tools, what I'm meaning, the magician, it rules four different elements, as the wands are creativity and our passion, with the swords our thoughts and mental state and our words, the cups is our emotions, and with the pentacles is our physical state, like the financial situations, the things we own, the things we can create. So you might be offering people some tools, either with the combination of them, either how to use one of them. Let me give you an example. So if you would be helping people in terms of the health sector, this might be that whether like you're like a doctor, the nurse, or anything in shape or form in here. So this might easily go into the pentacle state, like your, the health and the physical health state. Or so you might be showing them tools. Or if you are, let's say, a coach, psychologist, psychiatrist, you might be helping people with their mental and emotional state with some combination of swords and the emotions, the cups. If you are an artist, let's say, well, singer, painter, dancer, many forms of artists that I might not be mentioning, I'm so sorry, even a writer that lets people's imagination run wild, or even like helps them feel inspired with the wands aspect, then you might be showing them some tools, even by the things that you create or you provide as a service. So you might be affecting and helping people in that way. And can we get more clarity about how do you impact them with those tools? With the magician, please. How does group number 3 impact others? Affect others with these tools? We have the Three of Swords in reverse and the Moon. You might very well be helping people with their mental and emotional state as well, because the Moon is our suppressed emotions and also our fears and our subconscious. And the Three of Swords is an energy of feeling a heartbreak and someone healing their heart, especially in the reverse position. So you might be helping people to understand their deepest fears, I want to say, helping them to heal and recover from their heartbreaks, helping them to see things in a different way, like what caused what and what's laying down in their subconscious, and helping them to heal, if that's resonating with you so far. You're just helping them to build something stable from wherever they're coming from, just like you did for yourself. You might literally be using also your experiences to do that, rather than just like using book definitions or following others' footsteps. You're definitely bringing something creative there. How does group number 3 affect others, Spirit? How does group number 3 affect others? How does group number 3 affect others? How does group number 3 affect others? That is a lot. We have the Hierophant, we have the Three of Crystals, which is Three of Pentacles, and we have Akashic Records. Oh my god. Oh, I will take them. Hierophant, you're definitely teaching them something, and the people see you as, well, you might be quite young, you might be perceived as quite a young person, a young soul. You're not a young soul, you're an old soul, but you might be perceived as quite a young person to have all this knowledge accumulated and being this talented. And well, you might be doing as a cooperation with some people, or it feels like you have some knowledge that's coming out from nowhere to you when you're speaking. People really listen. when you're sharing information, people really do pay attention. You might have a sister, you might have a younger sister or a younger sibling, you don't have to have, but it feels like you, to be honest, it feels like you're literally in between worlds and you keep just channeling information. Doesn't matter what you're doing, you don't have to do a spiritual, like a work for it. Whatever you're channeling, whatever like a service or a healing you're bringing up in here, it's like coming from like, well, with the akashic records, from your past experiences, let me say that there's like a accumulated skill set that you have, especially with the magician in here. So some things might come up a lot easier to you to master compared to any other people who might have seemingly started at your level, but you're already way ahead of them. It's just because you already have practices. And wait a second, I will read the Akashic records for you. I forgot the book, I will grab that. Yes, now I'm back with the book. So, the Akashic records says that when this card shows up, it comes as a reminder of the endless possibilities and limitless potential that are surely available to you. These can be accessed in various ways through exploring insights, imagination, past life memories, intuitive glimpses, meditation, dreams, prayer, high frequency foods, energetic downloads, loving connections with others, even listening music, dancing, exercising your body. Mm, so, I also want to actually read this one. It says that the Akashic records represent an energetic matrix, an imprint of every emotion, action, thought, word, and experience that has ever taken place throughout our conceivable universe. Historically, it has been described as a living library, great etheric space, or collection of mystical knowledge. It connects to limitless potentials that exist before us in all linear and non-linear directions, as well as the history of our past incarnations and soul experiences. Every living being has a unique Akashic record that is specific to them, which also contributes to the Universal Akashic Library. In ancient Egypt, this may have been described as a great hall of records, which contained the sacred knowledge of the universe and the entire history of the ancient civilizations. It has also been referred to as a book of life or the tree of life, and has appeared in many different spiritual systems in various symbols, definitions, and ideologies. So the Akashic records also describe the subtle energies that are each contained within us that are constantly being encoded into our DNA and vibrational signatures. So this happens on an individual quantum level, and after this a global then universal scale. The universal Akashic records contain the evolution of our entire universe collectively, with each of us playing an individual note in this grand orchestra of energy. So, sorry for the long reading, but I really felt that this was actually relevant. Otherwise, I would not have read it. Uh, the main point with the Akashic records is that it's all of your past life, all of your experiences in this world, in other dimensions, in other worlds, in other galaxies, everything you have collected up until now, all of the gifts, everything that's accumulated within you, it's still within you, it's still within your soul. So there might have been some specific things you have mastered already within yourself, some skills that are a lot easier for you. And with this one, I also have to say that you're meant to work with others, either to create the things that you're creating right now in a bigger scale, so you might have some helping hands to start helping others in a more bigger scale, or you're literally meant to help others, like work with others. So your ideal workplace is not like, let's say, behind a computer and isolated. You are meant to help others, if that's making sense. Let's get some cards from here about how does group number 3 impact others, Spirit? How does group number 3 affect others? How does group number 3 affect others? Hero or heroine. As light attributes as a passion for journey of personal empowerment. You empower people. Like you might literally be like a mental health profession in here. If not, you might be empowering people in their like a physical state as well. Amazing. Well, I'm also drawn to read it, but I don't feel it. The shadow, it says that escapism and false sense of heroism. There might be a side of you that downplay yourself. I want to say downplay your achievements. Like if something comes easy to you, you might be really thinking that, well, that's easy, or I haven't done much, but you have done a lot. Like you have done a lot in the previous lifetimes. You have done a lot to, master the things that you're already using right now. And if something comes easier for you, there's a reason for you, because you are meant to use those skills. If something is easy for you, those skills are the ones you are meant to use to start making like literally more money. And how do you make more money? When you're aligned with the passion, when you're aligned with your, well, true purpose, if you want to just like aligning with those words. Usually we make the most amount of money when we are connected with our purpose and when we can just like impact masses. And you have the March ray. Light attribute says that learning the transcendence nature of service to oneself for a cause, and the shadow says that addicted to self-pity. It a little bit came in the reverse position. That's why I want to say, I'm sorry, that's why I want to say that this downplaying aspect of yourself keeps coming, and some people might see that. I'm just mentioning it for for to bring up to your attention that it is not true. And if something comes easier for you, there's a reason for it, because you don't need to master it again. There are other things you might add on the top of it if you really want to just like create something new, but the things that you're already good at are meant for you to be start like using it, so you don't need to lose time about perfecting what you already are perfect at, which is relationships. You might easily just like create quite good relationships with people. I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good. You might have quite good connections and relationships in your life already that helps you excel at many things. And also, you might get strength from the relationships in your life as well, so the good ones that you've accumulated, but also you are quite good at communicating with others and easily making connections with others and making others feel at ease in your presence. And especially if you're helping people to get better mentally, physically, this is a very important trait to have as well. Learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or a cause. One thing is that the one thing you're gonna master in this lifetime is this one. I feel like you're already helping others at the moment, but you're gonna start doing it at a bit like a bigger scale along your life journey. Let's get one last card about how do you affect others, or I wanna say help others nearly. Wow. Well, you see health. So I will honor the physical vessel that enriches my soul. You might be literally helping people, like in terms of their physical, mental, spiritual health. I will be quick because we have many cards. The love, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. I feel like you're quite an empathic soul. So people feel that, and people can easily open up to you. They feel safe in your presence, and you might also feel them encouraged to open up to you and see their inner strengths and face their fears, like with the like a confidence and the courage it says in here. You're helping people to open up to their most vulnerable state, and you'll have this like a perfect balanced energy. You're helping people to find out like a balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. You impact people in a way that like however you're just helping others, however you're just like creating that kind of like, they want me to say duality, but whom whichever way you're helping others, there might be some kind of like a duality in between, because it might not be expected for someone being practical and helping others to be what they're more like a maybe emotional or like the spiritual state. But whatever you bring with your energy, it happens all together, if that makes sense. But group number 3, these are all the messages I got for you. I hope that they make sense. I hope they resonated with you, and you had some good messages out from there. If you like the reading, please give the thumbs up. I really like to see that we are all connected like this. And if you're not subscribed to the channel yet and want to see more of that content, please do consider so. If you ever want to book a personal reading with me, you can find the details in the description box below. But I'm sending you lots of love and a good energy, and hope to see you next time. Until then, take care of yourselves and bye bye.